representing My Car Story. I'm going to start yelling at you a little bit because we're at the Muscle Car and Corvette National in Rosemont, Illinois. You can hear the muscle car. It just shut off in the background. I'm here with Tim Smith. Tim.
How you doing?
Good to see you. Let me grab the camera, Bill, as I usually do. Thank you. And stand right next to me, Tim. What do we have here today?
It's a 1973 Pontiac GTO, mascot silver, code 64, original numbers matching, 455. Just really nice car.
How long have you had this?
I have had it since 2007.
And one of the things with the 73 was the unique divots in the hood that made it
NASA or NACA, N-A-C-A.
Let's get a shot of the, you know what, let me get a shot of the front of this car for a second before I go too far. And, wow, this is clean. Tell me why this car out of all the cars in the world?
I like the A-body styling. I started out in 73.
What was your first car out of high school again?
1970 GTO.
70 GTO, all right. Here we go, Cardinal. Come on with me. And let's get an overall shot of the side of the car. And wow, it looks great. Now, I know that the stripe was a little add-on that you did.
Yeah.
Throwing a little modification. This is an all numbers matching car.
All numbers matching, all original. Came original with the honeycomb wheels, 8-track. Sport steering wheel was another big option with it. Of course, the 455.
These wheels got to be a pain to clean.
Yeah, they're not fun, but.
And the neat kind of GTO little ribbing there on the window.
Yeah, that's the sport coupe.
Let's take a look at the back here. And that is one fastback, so to speak. It just swings all the way down. Let me show that from the side. There, you can run a Hot Wheel off the hood and just run it right out. It's like a Hot Wheel track. And the GTO in 73 had a little sticker there. Let's take a look at the interior.
Yep.
You know what, let me get one more shot.
Bob Ashton, when you're available.
There you go.
Bob Ashton, when you're
all right, there we go.
All original interior.
Now there was another size engine for this as well, you said.
Yes, it's 400 was the base. You could get a 4-speed with the 400. You could not get a 4-speed with the 455.
You can smoke in the back seat because that's where that's going to land. Because there's a pretty good sized room in this car. Probably one of the roomiest GTOs.
Yeah. Probably one of the best riding GTOs also.
There's the console up the center. And it's slightly leaning towards your driver.
8-track.
Oh yeah. Pretty neat instrumentation. You know, the PMD, Pontiac Motor Division.
Yeah, that was a $53 option on the steering wheel, which was quite a bit of money back in 73.
Yeah, right. That was a big option. Oh yeah, we're playing Kiss Destroyer back then.
Yeah,
sure.
Kiss Destroyer there, and I think we've got steel wheel here.
let me just pull it out. Can you pull it out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, pull it out. All right, there's the old Kiss Destroyer.
Kiss Destroyer.
Let's take a look at the radio without the 8-track in there. Go ahead, put that in there so people can see how that used to work. Because they won't know how that works back then. There it is. Very cool. And there's a little Pontiac badging there. And a nice console up the center. And you've got an ash tray up here.
Yep.
And a glove box
Center
handle right here.
There, yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's take a look at that 455.
Let's do that.
Here we go. We'll pop this. Now this was right in the middle of a gas crunch.
Very big. The gas embargo was on at the time, and not too many people wanted these big motors.
Yeah.
So it's
So how many 455s were there under the very few 73 GTOs that there were?
I think the number was 508 or 509.
Wow.
Yeah, there's not many left. Maybe a half dozen of these cars with 455 left.
Wow. Well, that's pretty gosh darn cool. And yeah, you don't want to siphon coolant. Apparently, they're making that pretty clear. All the emission control stuff, and you got air conditioning.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
this
That
is
was
kinda
another
like-
option on the car. That
And that was a big option.
yeah, it was an expensive option.
So let's can we start it real quick?
Yep.
Let's do that. While we got the opportunity, I'll listen to the exhaust. And while I'm doing that, there's a little build sheet. That's great. Here's some of the build sheet real quick. I'm gonna get the exhaust note. Tim, let's shut the engine.
Okay.
You want to shut the engine?
Turn it off.
Well, let's shut the hood. We can actually keep it on.
Yep.
Go ahead. Let's stand right next to your car. Tim, thanks for being on my car story.
You bet. No problem.